Hello everyone, this is Tristan Dodson on the mic, Chris Parisi on the camera, back at you again. Final game of Cache Island Day 1. This is the Van Isle Mystery Machine in the blue with light green, and the Victoria Ducks in the white with teal. It's a men's competitive / elite division matchup. And it'll be offside, just on the line, the referee will say. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in, we appreciate it. This game is brought to you by Category 1 Cleaning. Thank you to them for sponsoring. We couldn't do it without our sponsors. We appreciate it. Thanks again to them. Mystery Machine, chip it in deep. It's picked up by the Ducks. Number 19, Naswell. Number 77 plays it down with Lyndon Marshall. Go all the way. It'll be icing against the Ducks. Face off deep in the Duck zone as Marshall tries to pass off the high glass. It doesn't connect. So it'll be icing. Face off deep in the Duck zone. Sound like a bit of a broken record on that one. I apologize, but I said it too many times there. Just over 30 seconds gone in this game this far. Off the draw, Pruitt makes a save to the corner. Gets that to Naswell. Shot, great back check by Marshall there, number 77. It's number 4, Potash, had a great chance. It's number 19, Naswell, playing in deep looking for Marshall. It's picked off by the Van Isle Mystery Machine now. Gets it past Baker. Sorry, that's Wolf, Kelvin Wolf. Shot, Pruitt with a big save. And some feet, shot again, just wide. 21, Matt Moore. Moore across, looking for his teammate on the far side, but it's blocked by number 19, Naswell. Once again, a couple great chances. Shot, pad save by Pruitt. It's picked up by Naswell. Tyler Naswell slows it down. Naswell spins off a check. Watching him closely was number 67, Sean Fair. A pass up, chipped in deep. Number 18 after it, Kieran Smith. Kieran Smith gets in his own zone, plays it back. 67, Fair, pass deep back to 96, Smiley, but it's out of his reach. Hustling after the ball. Van Isle Mystery Machine control, they're still putting some pressure on here. Shot, Pruitt with a big save right in the breadbasket, swallows it up. And Kevin Pruitt makes a save early. Couple great ones, shots on goal 4. Kevin's seen them all the way, all of them, and made all the saves thus far. Still early yet. We'll see if that can change. Mystery Machine putting on some pressure early. They lock in here. Off the draw. The Ducks win it. Number 3, Jensen. Leaf Jensen, watched closely by Koshak, but sent down. Churchill controls. Dylan Churchill given away. The Ducks control a shot. Big save by the goaltender. Jake Sweet all alone, but can't score. Shot just wide, up in the air. Glove down by the Mystery Machine. Van Isle Mystery Machine chip it off the high glass. They try to bring it in. Pass across. Fair. Picked up by the captain, the assistant captain rather, on the wall. Shot on goal, saved by Pruitt. Jake Sweet controls. He plays it up. Dylan Churchill. Churchill tries to play it up to number 13 of the Ducks. Oh, sorry, he tries to play it up to his teammate, but it's almost touched by a Duck, but goes past him all the way down. Face off deep in the Duck zone. Sorry, it'll come just outside the blue line, rather, for the neutral territory, right outside the Duck zone. Here's Ma off a draw in from number 10, Warnick. Try to pass it up, it's intercepted. Holden takes a look, shot just wide. Picked up by his team on the wall. Griffin. Davin Griffin, pass in front. 39, Nelson. Nelson spins off a check, plays it back to Griffin. Griffin, across to 0, Aganastopoulos. And Agastopoulos gets it in deep. It's picked up by number 13, Evander, Bruce Evander. Trying to go back deep in, but number 59, but he can't, 39, Nelson, but it's blocked by Ducks player. Deflected off, up out of play, face off, low pop, deep inside the Van Isle Mystery Machine zone. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. Off the draw, the Mystery Machine win it. Here's number 27, Jennings. Jennings tries to feed it to his teammate on the wall. That was a vendor who tried to slide across, just barely couldn't quite get to it. He almost had it, but not quite. It's icing against the Mystery Machine. Face off deep in their zone. The Ducks have some ozone time here, at least for a short while. Shots on goal, 5-2 in favor of the Mystery Machine against the Ducks. Taking that draw is Warnick for the Ducks and Potash for the Mystery Machine. Sent down. It's going to be icing against the Mystery Machine. Face off deep back in their zone once again. So that was Matt Moore on the draw earlier, not Potash. Thought it was number 4. It was 21, not even close. I don't know how I thought that was that number, but whatever. I fixed that up. Off the draw. Again, Moore wins it clean. Here's Jennings. Pass up to his teammate, number 10, Saunders. Saunders deep in. Shot blocked by Ma. Ma tries to slow it down. It's knocked off his stick, though. Try to clear it out. It's kept in at the line by Moore. Moore chips it around deep. Here's Churchill. Churchill controls. Dylan Churchill slows it down. Pass up, but it's out of the reach of his teammates, so it's icing. Face off deep in the Duck zone momentarily. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. This game is brought to you by Category 1 Cleaning. Big shout out to them for sponsoring the VIVHL. Couldn't do it without our sponsors, so thank you very much to them once again. On the draw, number 67, Fair. He wins it back to the point. Shot, chip just wide. Played in deep, but that's blocked by Wolf. Calvin Wolf plays it up to Caden Lee. Lee battling with number 21 of the Mystery Machine. Moore. Sorry, 31, Williams. That's their goalie, 41 Crossman. Geez, sorry about that, folks. Here's Koshak. Koshak pass across. His teammate shot high. Fair. Back to the point to Crossman. David Crossman shot blocked in front. Here's number 77 of the Ducks, Marshall. Marshall tries to feed it to Caden Lee, who would have been all alone, but fortunately for him, there's a defender ended up getting back. Here's a chance, number 7, Colby Koshak. Played down low, 96, Smiley. To Fair. Fair tries to bring it in. It's knocked off a stick by Calvin Wolf. Wolf plays it up, trying to go to Lee. Lee picks it up. Lee plays it in the middle to Marshall. Marshall between his legs. It's knocked down, though. Lee chips it in deep. It's picked up there by the Mystery Machine. Chip pass up. Goes through. Fair shot blocked by Wolf again. Wolf tries to play it up to Marshall. Koshak's there first, but Marshall will pick it up off a weird bounce. Now play up, Fandon. For 13, a vendor keeps it in. A shot, great look from Fair, just wide on the sharp angle. Here's a vendor, tries to shot on net, tries to trick Pruitt there, the Ducks goalie, but he can't. A pass in front of shot, they score! Oh, what a shot. That's Sean Fair, number 67, the Van Al Mystery Machine's captain. On a tic-tac-toe, a rocket beats Kevin Pruitt glove side. And scoring a first goal in this game of men's competitive elite division. The final game of today will be the Van Al Mystery Machine, courtesy of Sean Fair, the captain. 6th shot on goal, finally beats Pruitt. A lot of quality chances, a lot less shots on goal though. Good chances, but not all of them have found the wickets there. Here's number 8, Mike Holden. Holden plays it up. Good look, a shot, save Pruitt, rebound through the crease. Oh, Anastopoulos was there all alone. Aries Anastopoulos, what a chance. Pass up, I think that's a Greek name. Shout out to the Greeks, I guess. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that, but it's quite a long last name, Anastopoulos. Shout out to the Greek people, though. Got some bussin' food, that's for sure. I like myself some souvlaki and lemon potatoes. I will admit that. Some of my favorite cuisine in the world comes from Greece. Number 39, Nelson, gets the ball, chips it down low to his teammate. Here's Aries Anastopoulos. Aries, pass across to number 12, Griffin. Griffin spins around and plays it across. Here's Aries once again. Aries trips it past Churchwell. Aries battling for the ball. Played down low. Ducks try to clear it. They can't. They're pushed off the ball. Kieran Smith in a battle. Chip down. Here come the Ducks. Number 10, Warnick. Poke check by the goaltender of the Mystery Machine, Michael Williams. Now pass up. Good look. It's blocked down by the Ducks, 19, Naswell. Tyler Naswell, great defensive play to hustle back and not let a breakaway happen. Here's Smith. Pass across to number 39, Nelson. Nelson back to Kieran Smith, representing the Victoria Sheep most times, playing for the Van Isle Mystery Machine in this tournament. Chip down, he couldn't get the zone. He'll check back up. It was a great play by Smith. Smith plays it back. Shot tip just wide. What a chance. James Saunders crashing the side of the net. Just a little too high. He had the net completely open on a great pass from his teammate. I believe that was number 21, Matt Moore, with that pass across. He saw Kieran Smith, or sorry, not Kieran Smith, Saunders wide open. I think Smith was the first pass as well to Moore, and then to number 10, Saunders. But Saunders gets a twig on it, but too high, too much on it. Here's Marshall Ma. Ma controls, pass up. Number 15, McInnes. McInnes chips it past the attacker on the wall there for the Mystery Machine. That was Jennings, number 27. In some feet, chip to the wall. Jennings will knock it off of a Ducks player's stick behind. Here come the Mystery Machine. The Mystery Machine get it past center. Ma's watching the player there was Smith. A shot from Moore hit the post. The outside of the post on a great look for the Ducks. McInnes. Watched closely by Saunders. Saunders picks his pocket. Here's James Saunders representing the Dragons. Chip play up in the air. Glove down by number 10. Warnick now pass across 57. Brahma. Kyle Brahma runs out of real estate. It's knocked off a stick by Jennings. Jennings will slow it down now. Pass across to his D partner, Smith. Smith up to number 4, Potash. Galen Potash gets his zone, plays it back. Moore shot blocked by Ma. Moore gets it back again. Ma's there as well. Moore picks it up now, gives it to Koshak. Kobe Koshak controls, played off the wall. Shot in, tipped, wide. Goes off a tip, off the mask of Pruitt. Just barely. A chance for Koshak, a shot. Blocker save by Pruitt, and Kelvin Wolf will use his body as a shield to get away from Koshak, then gives it away. Koshak gets it back in front, looking for Sean Fair. Pass across, looking for Smiley. Gets taken down. Delayed penalty, a shot, they score! What a play by Sean Fair, the captain. It's a penalty going to Wolf for a trip, but it won't matter as he crashes the side and chips it backhand right to a wide open Mystery Machine player. And they get their second goal of this game. The Mystery Machine double their lead, and now they lead by 2-0. See if the Ducks can slow it down and get back in it here. Only 3 shots on goal from the Ducks. This Van Isle Mystery Machine team is absolutely stacked. The Ducks aren't a team to underestimate, though. They're a pretty solid team. Div 1-2 in the VIBHL. Kelvin Wolf gives it away. Here's Koshak. Koshak tries a shot, blocked, rebound, feet shot, and they score. Sean Fair with a hat trick, I believe. Or no, he has 2 goals and an assist. My apologies. And a third goal scored right after the second. The Van Isle Mystery Machine double it, and now they triple it about 30 seconds or just under after they doubled it. So this is getting away from the Victoria Ducks here pretty quick. The Mystery Machine just piling on the goals here, applying the forecheck, getting the pressure rolling, and not giving up, being relentless on those battles there. There's a pass across. 41, Crossman. Down to his teammate, back to Crossman. Pass up to Koshak, who gets the center and plays it in. Here's Fair looking for the hat trick. Barnes gets a foot on it, and then number 77, Marshall, gets it out. Here's Barnes. Barnes to Marshall. Out at just barely at the line. They check up. Here's number 3, Churchill. Shot, Fair. Still loose, rebound. Fair gets it again. Can't get a shot off. Marshall's there on him hard. Here's Koshak. Koshak to Crossman. David Crossman slows it down. David Crossman. Pass across, blocked. Ducks player falls down. Here's Jensen trying to play it out of harm's way. He can't. It's loose. Great chip up in the air to try to clear it by Marshall. And then Lee tries to get it out. He can't, though. It's kicked back in by Crossman. He drops his stick. Pass across. Crossman goes to the bench. He gets cross shot. Pruitt with the save. Koshak there quickly. But Pruitt's there first to cover it as Koshak was standing on the side of the net trying to chip one home, but Pruitt says no with a big save, and the rebound was there momentarily, but a second big save by Pruitt to swallow it up. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. Current score 3-0 in favor of the Mystery Machine against the Victoria Ducks. Mystery Machine applying the pressure, tipped in front just wide. Aries Anastopoulos had a good chance there, tipped to the far corner, but just wide. Here's Sweet trying to knock it up off Holden's stick. He can't, though. Good play by Mike Holden. Pass across to the slot. Number 12, Griffin. Davin Griffin pass across, a shot from Holden. Big stick save by Pruitt. Here's Barnes to Sweet. Jake Sweet from Barnes. Pass across, looking for his teammate on the wall, but it's given away. Here's Avender, Bruce Avender to his teammate up in the air. Glove down. Here's Jake Sweet, number 9. Jake Sweet controls. Pass up, he gets the zone, he still controls. Pass across, number 19, Naswell. Was gonna shoot it, but then pass across. Loose rebound, and they score! Jake Sweet tapping it home on a loose ball through the 5-hole of goaltender Michael Williams of the Van Isle Mystery Machine. And they get their first goal here. The Ducks do, courtesy of Jake Sweet on the loose ball. Big shot by number 12, Walker Welsh. A cannon. And Sweet's there to pick up the garbage and knock it home. Off the draw, the Ducks control. They're trying to put some pressure on here as they got their first goal. Cut that 3-goal lead to a 2-goal lead. It's 3-1 now for the Mystery Machine. Pass across. It's picked up here by number 10, Warnick. Zach Warnick pass across to number 15, McInnes, who gets the zone, tries to play it back to Warnick, but he can't. Great play. Ball's loose, but they'll blow it dead. Number 37. Sorry, 27, Brody Jennings with a great chance there, crashing the middle, getting past 2 defenders, but not passing Pruitt there. It's in the crease too long, so it's blown dead even though it's loose for crease violation. Good look from Brody Jennings though, and a great chance. Dustin, the DJ, playing some duck noises there for the Victoria Ducks. Mystery Machine, play it up. Shot, hits the crossbar up and high, stays in play though. Jennings keeps it in. Brody Jennings takes a look, runs out of space, gives it across. Matt Moore across to his teammate on a number 4. Number 4 is Potash. Potash slows it down. Potash. Shot to Kieran Smith, who had some space, but he chips it high. Top of the net was empty as Pruitt was down. Here's Smith again, pass in front in the slot. Now number 21, Matt Moore to the line to Jennings. Brody Jennings controls. Watched closely by Brahma. Jennings' shot goes wide, picked up by number 4. Number 4 is Potash. Galen Potash tries to play it down low, but it's blocked by number 19. 19, Tyler Naswell spins it around. Marshall Ma. D to D. Ma, pass across. Looking for a teammate, but it's given away. It's a chance. Number 10, Saunders, shot wide, rebound. It's a funny bounce. Pruitt tries to cover it, he can't. It's knocked down by number 15, McInnes. McInnes plays it down low. It's kept in just barely at the line by Jennings. Now Moore across, off the post from Smith. Another chance in front. Here's number 10, Saunders. Down low, chip in front. That was a great look for Moore again. Number 4 was there as well, Potash. Now we'll have a couple of line changes here. And here come the Ducks the other way. Here's number 10, Warnick. Warnick pass across, looking for Brahma. Would have been all alone, but it's knocked off a stick by a defender of the Mystery Machine. Great play by Marshall Ma. Just barely sliding across with all he has. Laying out and getting it out of harm's way. It pops out the zone. Now here come the Mystery Machine. Churchill watches closely of number 3. Sorry, Jensen watches Churchill, my apologies. Jensen's here. Jensen, 3 versus 3 battle. Leaf Jensen gives it away to Potash. Sorry, to Churchill. Chipped up. Knocked down off a stick of number 41, Crossman, but it goes through. He'll get back and play it to Koshak. Lee's there to watch him, but Koshak chips it down. Here's number 3, Churchill. Churchill pass across, 67. Fair. Fair with 2 goals. If he gets this one, he's got a hat trick for 1 more. Here's Fair, pushed off the ball by Caden Lee for a second, but then he chips it back in. Shot from off the high glass there, swallowed up by Pruitt. Made it look easy on that save as he knocks it down. Pruitt's been pretty solid thus far. Unfortunately for him, his team's still down 2. This is our final game of this evening, Cache Island Day 1. Be more action back with you tomorrow as well after this game. The first period comes to an end. From one frame, with the matchup between the Van Isle Mystery Machine and the Victoria Ducks, the Mystery Machine leads 3-1. And second and final 15-minute period of this final game of this evening and afternoon and morning. All the games been a long day, but it'll take a 1-minute intermission, and we'll be back at you shortly with the second and final frame. Don't go anywhere yet, so lots of action to be had. Thank you again, and shout out to Category 1 Cleaning for sponsoring this game. Second and final period upcoming in about 40 seconds. Until then, goodbye for now. Be back shortly. Hello everyone, back at you again with the second and final period of the final game of today at Cache Island Day 1. It's a matchup between the Van Isle Mystery Machine and the Victoria Ducks. Currently from the first frame, the Van Isle Mystery Machine lead 3-1. They control the ball now as well. Slow it down. Shot from Koshak, blocked there by Leaf Jensen, a great look. Gets it to Ma. Marshall Ma controls, takes a look. Ma spins off the check. Then it's chipped down out of his reach by the defender of the Mystery Machine. Here's Jensen. Didn't get it picked off his stick there by a Mystery Machine player. Pass in front, loose, backhand, saved by Pruitt, it's still loose. And the defender there. Number 7 gets punched in the face. Brad Simmons gets a punch right to the jaw by one of the Mystery Machine players. No call though. Also, I think one of the players was holding a stick. I don't think there'll be a call either way, and maybe they'll take them both. I didn't see anything, any hand up or any call. Attaboy, Marshall. Defend your guy. You like to see it. Lyndon Marshall defends his boy for getting punched in the face. The refs miss it though, so fortunately doesn't get a power play. I was watching all the way. I saw it. Marshall Ma plays it up, gets it to Jake Sweet. Jake Sweet pass up, looking for number 33. Noble almost had a chance, but just out of his reach. Here's Aris Anastopoulos, leaves it on the line to his teammate. Holden's backhand through the crease. Jennings picks it up. Sorry, Evander picks it up. Evander spins off a check. Bruce Evander still controls past the middle. Off a stick of the defender in the middle. That was Jake Sweet just barely getting a piece. It was a great play by Jensen. Jensen gets it to Ma behind his own net. Big battle. Here's Perry Noble. Noble tries to play it up. Gets out at center, but it's brought right back in by Kieran Smith. Aris Anastopoulos. Aries Anastopoulos takes a look. Pass across, knocked down by Evander. Bruce Evander. Watched closely by Noble. Noble knocks it off Evander's stick, but it goes right to Smith. Kieran Smith tries to get it down. It's blocked by Marshall Ma for a moment, but then it's given right back away. Now the Ducks still control, getting the line and chipping it in was number 12. That was Walker Welsh. He also plays on my team, the VI Spartans in the VIHL. Shout out to Welsh. So we went 0-15 in the regular season. So far, we're undefeated in the playoffs. 2-0. We defeated the Hot Wings. Now who we would play next is to be determined. The West Coast Jets are playing the Galactic Giraffes. Galactic Giraffes leads that series 1-0. The game, second game of best of 3 series had to be postponed as the Jets didn't have enough guys. So we're waiting for that game to be played. If the Galactic Giraffes beat them, then we will have to play them for the Div 5 and 6. Div 6 rather, championship. Shot up in the air, big save by Williams. It's picked up by number 39, Nelson. Nelson controls, he spins off a check and then sees a player as well there second time, so he spin off a second check. That was number 10, Warnick, on him a couple times. Plays it in slowly. 21. More. Uses it for his teammate. It's number 10, Saunders. Back to 39, Nelson. Nelson controls. Watched closely by Brahma, but Nelson will get it past him. On the wall, Kelvin Wolf battling with a Mystery Machine player. That's Moore. Matt Moore controls. Wolf watching him. Moore gets it across. A look, a shot, blocker, save Pruitt there on a cannon release from a Mystery Machine player right in the high slot, right in the middle. He walked into that one, ripped it on a nice wrist shot, but Pruitt was there right away and saw it and said no. Ducks played around behind their own net. Kelvin Wolf play up, kept in at the center line by Churchill. Churchill pass across, shot. And here's number 4, Potash. Galen Potash tries a pass. It's blocked by Lee. Caden Lee hustles after the ball. He gets it. Tries to chip it up to his teammate, but he can't get through. It was Simmons, but now it's given away. A chance, a shot, and they score. Sean Fair with the hat trick. Third goal this game, 4-point night for Sean Fair. And the Mystery Machine regain their 3-goal lead, 4-1. And the Ducks are getting to give it to him here thus far. Time winding down. Still early, or early-ish in the early stages of the second and final 15-minute frame. Let's see if the Ducks can get it back. Jensen, great pass up, looking for number 77, Marshall. It gets off his stick, but then it rolls past him. Number 3 plays it down low. It's Churchill to his teammate on the wall. Now pass up. Great play by Jensen. Jensen to Lee. Caden Lee to Marshall. Marshall trying to go back to Lee. Pardon me. Marshall still controls. Pardon me again. Here's Jensen. Leaf Jensen shot through wide. Picked up by number 3, Churchill. Churchill plays it down. Almost out. Now it'll come out with help from number 96, Kiefer Smiley. Kiefer Smiley pass across. Good look for Fair's 4th goal, but just hops over his stick. Sean Fair Number 12, Davin Griffin fakes the slap shot, feeds it across. Nelson, Pat Nelson, Koshak, shot just wide. Another chance. A look, stick save, Pruitt on a big shot there from Smiley once again. Spun around, Leaf Jensen controls, takes a look. Jensen slows it down, plays it up, that's Marshall. Lyndon Marshall chips it down, goes off for a change. That'll be icing against the Ducks. Marshall's on a long shift there. He decides to just bite the bullet and ice it down, and none of his teammates were rushing up, so he gets to go off for a change. Some leagues don't allow you to change on the icing, but I believe we do here. I mean, he just went off, unless he's being sneaky. Off a draw, the Ducks win it. And some feet, Noble picked it up off the stick of Pruitt, their goaltender, tried to play it out, almost kind of coughs it up. But all's well that ends well as it just kind of rolls there and stays fine. Great pass up to Sweet. Sweet with the 1 goal for his team. Pass across, here's Noble. Perry Noble, great feed, looking for number 12 all alone, Walker Welsh. What a great chance for Welsh there. Now it's picked up by Aries Anastopoulos. Anastopoulos, pass up to number 13, Avender. Avender trying to go back to Anastopoulos. He will. Aries gets the zone. Watched closely by Naswell. Shot off the toe of Pruitt to the corner. Battle for the ball. Jensen hustling against number 8 there, Holden. Holden gets past Jensen, shoots it high though. It's picked up by a Ducks player again, number 19. Tyler Naswell in their own zone. Pass up. And some feet. Walker Welsh tried to knock that down. He did for a moment, then the ball kind of pops up in the air. Naswell gets the zone, back to Brahma, to Sweet. Sweet back to Brahma, shot, hits the butt into the stick of the goaltender, Williams, I believe. On part of that net empty and stick save by Williams. Holden gets the zone and rips it down as he knocks Naswell down to the ground. No penalty call though, as it was just a battle between two guys. Even Stevens, they both kind of shove and push, and coming up with that, with the victory for the possession there was Mike Holden, as Naswell kind of loses his footing and gets knocked down. Kind of was already falling though, so he just helps him out. Here's Marshall Ma, pass up, chip play up. Warnick tries to get the zone, it's just out, just in, and then it's chipped right back out though by the Mystery Machine. Shot glove down. Jensen with a great play with one hand on a stick. And he spins off the check of number 10, Saunders. Saunders hustling on Jensen. A shot from Moore as he shakes his hand. I think he got a bit of a slash from one of the players. That was number 10, Warnick, but gets the shot through. Big toe save by Pruitt. Now here's Kieran Smith. Kieran Smith gets the zone. Pass across on the line to Potash, who rips it. Glove save by Pruitt to the corner. McInnes. Preston McInnes tries to chip it past, but he can't. There, keeping it in was Potash. Potash watched closely by Marshall Moss. Shot goes through the crease by Moore. Matt Moore with a great look. Pass across. They get it out the zone, the Ducks do, but it's brought right back in, and the delayed offside is checked up, so play will commence. Shot from Moore. Pad save Pruitt. Rebound pops there, but it's picked up by the Ducks and played to the high glass. Jennings chips it past Saunders. Sorry, chips it past Warnick. Saunders is on his team. 27-10. Here's Marshall. Lyndon Marshall controls. Gets to get it to Lee, but then it gets through. It goes to number 7, Simmons. Simmons shot from a sharp angle just high. He saw some space a tiny bit, but misses it high. Here's Koshak. Tries to pass in. It's blocked by the stick of Jensen behind his back. Barnes pass up to Caden Lee. Caden Lee gets the zone. Checks up, pass across, looking for Marshall. Great luck. Marshall gets it, but can't pick it up. Now he will, though. Lyndon Marshall controls to Caden Lee. Lee to Barnes. Tyler Barnes shoots. Williams with the big save. Michael Williams swallows up. Good look from Tyler Barnes, the captain of the Ducks. He'll rip one on net, but unfortunately for him, the Mystery Machine goalie, Michael Williams, was ready for it instantly. Makes a huge save. Face-off draw. Won back by the Mystery Machine defensively. 41 Crossman behind his own net to his teammate. Here they come. Here's Kiefer Smiley. Watched closely by Simmons. The number 7 of the other team, Colby Koshak, will pick it up. Off a pass in from Smiley. Goes past Simmons there. Pass to the middle. Chance. Crossman. Down low. Fair, the captain of the Mystery Machine. Pass across. In the middle. Back. Blocked by Caden Lee. Shot just wide up in the air. Glove down. Played across. A shot just wide from number 3, Dylan Churchwell. Good look. Clearing attempt kept in at the line by Kiefer Smiley. Pass across. Crossman rips it off the stick of Pruitt, out of play, off just above the high glass, behind the net as he ramps it off his stick like a slide there. Sent up just out of play. Face-off will go deep in the Ducks zone, straight off Pruitt sticking out. Oh, never mind, my mistake. It'll come out neutral territory. Maybe it hit 2 things. Off the draw. We're the Mystery Machine. They control. Pass down low. Look, cross shot. Topped over a stick of Holden, who had a great look there, but funny bounce. Pass up. Anastopoulos loses it. Here's Noble, who oversteps the play. Loses the control of the ball, but he's still hustling after it. Perry Noble can't get it. He kicks it up, but it goes right to his opponent, Patrick Nelson. Nelson tries to play it up to Churchwell, but icing waved off as Churchwell was right there. That was Holden, 8, not 3. Here's Noble. Perry Noble controls. Noble gets the zone. First pass Fandon. Now the next one gets to Jake Sweet. To Welsh. Shot, toe save by Williams, and it goes on the top of the net, so they'll blow it dead. I guess that's what they do. I don't know, it was standing there. One of the Ducks players chips it off up in the air. That was Noble, I believe. Getting a stick on it from the back of the net, try to control, but stays stationary on the top of the net, I guess long enough for them to blow it dead. Face off deep in the Van Isle Mystery Machine zone, up 3 goals. Just under 5 minutes left in the second and final period. Off the draw. They'll redo it. I'm not sure why. I was fixing it again. I forgot to change the first period to the second. But I caught it. I caught myself here. Sorry about that, folks. Just under 5 minutes remaining. Shots on goal 29 to 7 in favor of the Van Isle Mystery Machine. Jensen shoots. Tipped. Great save by Williams, and the ball's rolling. He tracks it like a hawk. Jumps on it. Pounces on it like a cat, and just makes a huge save. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We want to give a shout out to Category 1 Cleaning for sponsoring this game between the Van Isle Mystery Machine and the Victoria Ducks men's competitive and elite division. Pass by by Brahma, trying to feed number 10, who is Warnick. It's just out of his reach. Pass across, up in the air. Brahma tries to knock it down. It's through his feet though. Here's Kyle Brahma again. Brahma, play up. Try to get it to his teammate Warnick, but it's out of his reach. It's blocked by Kieran Smith. Pass across. Number 21, Moore. Moore still controls. Watched by Warnick. Great play there by Brahma to knock it off the stick of Jennings there. Oh, sorry, Evander. My apologies. Getting tired of mixing up Jennings and Evander here. Kind of got the same little mustache going. Now ball's loose and Smith scores. Kieran Smith gets his team their 5th goal. Now they lead by 4. By a score of Mystery Machine 5, Ducks 1. Just under 4 minutes left in this game. 3 minutes 50 seconds to be exact. 30th shot on goal for the Mystery Machine is a goal by Kieran Smith. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. Face off center court. Moore will take the draw against number 7, Simmons. Moore wins it back, but then it's picked up by a Ducks player. Marshall Ma plays it in. It's in the zone. Smith battling with number 77 Marshall. The ball rolls to Smith and then kicks it up to his teammate on the wall. That was number 4, Potash, then it's picked up by Ma, spins off a check of Potash and plays it down. Here's Marshall picking it up in the zone. Lyndon Marshall chips it past the Mystery Machine player. Hustles after the ball as well. Loose in the slot. Here's Potash, Galen Potash, pass across, trying to feed Jennings. Jennings can't get it, but he picks it up off the high glass, plays it in deep. Hustling after that, number 10, Saunders. James Saunders watched closely by Marshall. Marshall knocks it off Saunders' stick. Battle for the ball. Saunders still controls, and a pass up the wall given away. Clearing attempts, pops out barely at center. Crossman will pick it up. 41, David Crossman. Through the middle and deep to Moore. Moore gets the zone, feeds it down low. Saunders shot high out of play, straight out. I think the faceoff will pop outside of neutral territory from that. As it's straight out by Jennings. Yes, it will. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. Time remaining, 2 minutes, 44 seconds exactly on this clock. 4-goal lead for the Mystery Machine. Shot, big save Pruitt. Shot through the crease, nobody's there. Picked it up, number 5. For number 3, which is Churchwell. But now here's Welsh, Walker Welsh. Takes a look. Noble shot, big pad save by Williams there. Noble will go to get on the back check as his defender. Good pass by Welsh right to Noble, who rips it, but fortunately for Perry Noble, Williams was there right away to make a huge save. Shot blocked by Welsh. Hit him, but he didn't know where it was. Shot from Koshak, toe save Pruitt. It's picked up by the Van Isle Mystery Machine in the offensive zone rather. Number 96, Kiefer Smiley. Kiefer Smiley gets it knocked off his stick though. A great play by Walker Welsh again. Put it up in some feet. Walker Welsh. Pass across Kyle Brahma. Brahma controls, slows it down. Great pass up. Jake Sweet tries to bring it in, but great back check. Great defensive play there by number 3, Dylan Churchill of the Mystery Machine. Sweet tried to get a little too fancy. Or I guess I should say try to get a little too sweet. That's a good one, pun intended. Jensen knocks off the stick of Koshak. Leaf Jensen controls. Pass up to Brahma. Brahma knocks it down, ships it past. Aries Anastopoulos will be there first as Brahma tries to chip it in, but fortunately for him, it's kind of just barely past him. Here's Mike Holden who gets the zone. Marshall Ma watches Holden. Holden gets it down low to Evander. Bruce Evander trying to go back to Holden, blocked by number 25 of the Ducks. 25 is Barnes. Great defensive play by Barnes there to get his body in the lane, sacrifice his body for his team. Now look, there's going to be a shot by Evander, then he spins off as he sees Barnesies there right away, so get a chance, it goes wide. Marshall Munn knocks it off the stick of Mystery Machine player. Now a shot from far out, stick save Pruitt up in the air. Mystery Machine still control. Backhand play in deep. Bruce Evander watched closely by Barnes. Barnesies on him hard there. Behind the net, Barnes will pick it up. Barnes tries to play it out to number 10, Warnick, but he can't. Blocked by number 12, Griffin. Griffin's shot saved by Pruitt. Now Marshall plays it up. Marshall Ma rather plays it up. A shot, toe save from Williams. Net pops off. Michael Williams with a big save late in this game. 5.2 seconds remaining. One more face-off deep in Van Isle Mystery Machine territory, and that'll do it, folks. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate it. The game will end momentarily, just over 5 seconds left in the game. And then we will have the Players of the Game ceremony very quickly, and that'll do it. Thank you, everybody, for a great day of Cache Island here. Hope everybody watching at home enjoys. And we couldn't do it without our viewers, so thank you very much. We're trying to get some more viewers in this, get in the algorithm here and find some people, maybe not so local, maybe people from all around the world. I hope we're doing that a little bit here. I know we had some internet issues, so we had some consistency going on YouTube, and then kind of lost that as our internet here at the rink was just dead. We had to wire it as there was some kind of internet glitch there for like a month, or I think 3 weeks. So that kind of hurt us a bit, I think. But now we've been back at it for I think 2 months now from that point, or around that. Again, thank you everybody very much. I've been Tristan Dodson on the mic, Chris Parisi on the camera. And this is our final game of the first day of Cache Island. Biggest ball hockey tournament on Vancouver Island here at Eagle Ridge Community Center. Beautiful downtown Langford, BC, Canada. We had some teams from Edmonton come all the way and make the trek from Alberta and pop out here, and there's 2 teams. I believe it was Edmonton Huskies for the women's competitive and the Edmonton Silvertips from the men's competitive. So shout out to them from coming all the way from Edmonton. And players of the game upcoming momentarily, 1 on each side. We'll see who the scorekeepers gave them to. Again, we appreciate every one of you. And also, shout out to our sponsor. Thanks again to Category 1 Cleaning, as well as all the other sponsors from today. Napper. Who else do we have? Bin for a Burger. Coastal Ball Hockey. Maxim Insurance. Smartway Restoration Limited. Probably forgetting a few, but there was quite a few. Canadian Brewhouse. And players of the game are sponsored by Canadian Brewhouse as well. Getting the player of the game for the Ducks will be number 33, Perry Noble. Getting player of the game for the Van Isle Mystery Machine with 4 points, a hat trick, and an assist, number 67, Sean Fair, the captain of the Mystery Machine. Perry Noble for the Ducks, the alternate captain, and Sean Fair of the Mystery Machine, the captain of his team. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow for Cache Island Day 2, Saturday, starting at I think 10 or 9 a.m. and we'll see you then.